Does your dog sigh? The reason isn't what you think. Have you ever been sitting on the couch in total silence and suddenly you hear that sound? A deep, long sigh that seems to come from the very depths of your dog's chest. You look at them and think, wow, life is tough, isn't it? Or maybe you think they're bored or even a bit fed up with waiting for their walk. But here is what almost no one tells you. That sigh is one of the most complex and misunderstood communication tools your dog has. And if you are ignoring it or misreading it, which almost all owners do, you could be missing a crucial message about their mental health and their trust in you. Today, we are going to break down what is actually going on inside your dog's head when they let out that breath. Because science tells us that the difference between a dog that fully trusts its owner and one that lives in a state of silent stress is literally in the way they close their eyes when they sigh. If you love your dog and want to understand what they really feel when they look at you, stay until the end, because number 7 is something you probably do every day thinking it's love, but for their brain, it's a danger signal. 1. The sigh. Satisfaction or surrender? Let's start with the big mystery. According to canine ethologists, a sigh is not just an exhalation of air, it's an emotional period or full stop. But to understand it, you have to look at their eyes. This is what most people ignore. Imagine you just finished playing with them, or you just got back from a great walk. Your dog lies down, rests their head on their paws, and sighs with their eyes half-lidded or closed. In that silent language, that means total satisfaction. Their nervous system has just shifted from a state of alertness to a state of absolute rest. It's their way of saying, I am safe here, my needs are met, and I can let my guard down. But what happens when they sigh with their eyes wide open while looking at you? That isn't happiness. Experts call it a sigh of resignation. It's what happens when your dog wanted something, playtime, food, to go out, and finally realizes it's not going to happen. They aren't being dramatic. They are processing a small emotional defeat. If this happens constantly, your dog could be entering a state of apathy similar to what we see in cats that don't get enough stimulation. Think about it. If every time you tried to talk to someone, they ignored you until you simply let out a sigh and gave up, how long would it be before you stopped trying to connect? That is exactly what your dog feels. 2. The stare. It's not a challenge, it's a chemical hug. In the feline world, we learned that direct eye contact is a challenge, a threat of aggression. But dogs are different. They have evolved over thousands of years to do something no other animal does, use their eyes to hijack our hormonal system. A study from Azabu University found that when a dog and its owner look deeply into each other's eyes, both experience a massive spike in oxytocin, the same hormone that bonds mothers with their newborn babies. However, there is a mistake we often make. If your dog stares at you while eating or while holding a toy, and you stare back tensely, you might trigger their resource guarding instinct. Just like with cats, context is everything. If your dog looks away when you look at them, it's not that they don't love you, they're following an ancient rule of canine etiquette. I don't want any trouble. I respect you too much to challenge you. Emotional pause. Before we move on to number 3, if this is helping you see your dog in a new way, hit like and subscribe. It's the best way to help us reach more owners who, like you, want to be their pet's safe place. Number 3, why they sleep on your feet. The silent guardian. Does your dog insist on sleeping while touching you? Maybe they put their chin on your foot or lie right against your legs while you work. Many owners think it's because they're looking for warmth. But as we saw with felines, warmth is the least of it. To a dog, you are the most valuable resource in their world. By sleeping on your feet, they are doing 2 things. First, they are using their body as an alarm system. If you move, they know. If you get up to leave, they wake up. It's a way of making sure you don't leave them behind. But there is a deeper and slightly sadder reason. Just like cats that guard the door while their owners sleep, your dog feels they have a sentry shift. By sleeping glued to you, they are protecting your most vulnerable part. In their mind, you are a bit clumsy and don't detect danger as fast as they do. They don't sleep there because they are a baby, they sleep there because they believe they are your bodyguard. And that extra weight on your feet is their way of saying, rest easy, I'm on watch. Number 4, The yawn that doesn't mean sleepiness. This is where most of us get it completely wrong. You see your dog yawn in the vet's waiting room or when you're scolding them, and you think, are you really tired right now? They aren't tired. In dog language, yawning is a calming signal. It's a way of self-managing stress. When a dog yawns in a tense situation, they are trying to lower their own heart rate, and at the same time telling you, I am very uncomfortable. Please lower the energy. It's very similar to when we yell at a cat and they hide. A dog can't hide from your voice, so they yawn to try and dissolve the tension. If you see your dog yawn while you're hugging them, yes, those human hugs we love so much, they are actually asking you to let go. For a dog, having their neck wrapped in arms is a sign of extreme physical dominance that can trigger their fight or flight system. Learn to read the yawn as a yellow light. Stop, give them space, and let them come to you first. Number 5. The guilty look is a scientific lie. We've all been there. You get home, there's a destroyed shoe or trash on the floor, and your dog has that face. Ears back, whale eyes, where you see the whites, and a hunched body. They know what they did, we always say. But the science is clear. Dogs do not feel guilty the same way humans do. What you're seeing is a response to fear and your body language. A famous study proved that dogs put on that guilty face even when they haven't done anything wrong, simply because their owner is speaking to them in a firm or angry tone. Your dog isn't thinking about the shoe they broke 3 hours ago. Dogs live in the present. What they are doing is using appeasement signals to survive your anger. They are trying to tell you, you are unpredictable and you're scaring me right now. Please, be the safe human I know. When you scold them for something that happened a while ago, you aren't educating them. You're only breaking the bond of trust that took you so long to build. Number 6. The tail doesn't always mean I'm happy. This is perhaps the most dangerous myth of all. Their tail is wagging. They're happy. Not always. A dog's tail is like a human's voice. It can say, I love you, but it can also say, get out of here. The key is in the direction and the height. Research published in Current Biology suggests that when dogs wag their tails more to the right, they are feeling positive and relaxed emotions. But when the movement is predominantly to the left, it's a sign of anxiety or caution. If the tail is high and rigid, moving fast like a metronome, that is high arousal, and high arousal can turn into aggression in a second split. It's similar to when a cat's fur stands up or its tail starts lashing. It's not happiness, it's an overloaded nervous system. Before letting a stranger pet your dog because their tail is wagging, look at the direction. If it's to the left, your dog is making a silent cry for help. Number 7. Licking. Kisses or a search for security? We've reached the point I promised at the beginning. Many owners see licking as kisses, and in part it is. It's a behavior that comes from when they were puppies and licked their mother's face to ask for food or show respect. But there is a type of licking that should concern you. If your dog licks your hands or face obsessively and repetitively, especially when you're stressed or sad, they aren't just comforting you. They are absorbing your cortisol. Dogs have a sense of smell so powerful that they can smell stress in our sweat and breath. When they lick you in those moments, they are trying to clean that negative energy. But here is the heartbreaking part. Sometimes they do it because your stress scares them. They become addicted to comforting you because they need you to be okay so that they can feel safe. If your dog won't stop licking you, ask yourself, how am I feeling today? Because your dog is the mirror of your nervous system. At the end of the day, your dog doesn't see you as your owner or your boss. They see you as your family. Just like cats who see us as big, clumsy cats, your dog has decided that you are their entire world. When they sigh in the silence of the night, they aren't thinking about tomorrow. They are letting go of the day, trusting that as long as you are there, nothing bad can happen. They don't need you to be perfect. They don't need you to understand every yawn or every tail wag perfectly. The only thing they need is for you to be present. That when you get home, you put down the phone and give them those 5 minutes of real connection they've been waiting 10 hours in silence. Because to you, they are only a part of your life. But to them, they are the beginning and the end of their story. If you learn to listen to their sighs, you'll start to hear their heart. Thank you for caring for them. Subscribe to the Nino-Inu channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any tips. We'll see you in the next video.